Super Bowl 47 is concluded and the Baltimore Ravens are the world champs. They win 34-31 against the San Francisco 49ers in a game that was absolutely and completely insane. Really, it was a tale of two halves, first half and the second half. First half, Baltimore came out and they looked hot, really hot in the first half. Kicked things off on the opening drive with this 13-yard touchdown pass from Joe Flacco to Anquan Boldin. Later in the second quarter, hit Jacoby Jones on a 56-yard touchdown pass. You see here that Jacoby Jones catches it, nobody touches him. He gets up and runs it into the end zone. The defensive back who messed up on that play, a gentleman by the name of Chris Culliver, might have heard of him. He had some controversial comments this week, Super Bowl week, about homosexuals. He did not have a very good football game today against the Baltimore Ravens. So the Ravens took the lead 21-6 going into halftime. Right after halftime, Jacoby Jones returned the kickoff 108 yards for a touchdown. You see two missed tackles there by the 49ers, and Jones just sprints all the way to the end zone. And this game looked like it was going to be a rout, a Ravens rout of the 49ers. The 49ers were completely on the ropes, and then something really weird happened. The lights went out in the Superdome. The power went out, the lights went out, everything was down, there was no electricity. Even the CBS broadcasting team could no longer broadcast. We couldn't hear Phil Simms and Jim Nantz because there was no power. After a 34-minute delay, the power came back on, and then two things happened. Haloti Ngata got hurt, and the 49ers took advantage of it. The 49ers scored 17 points in the third quarter, making this a football game again. They started it off with Colin Kaepernick hitting Michael Crabtree on this 31-yard touchdown pass. And then in the fourth quarter, Kaepernick came back and scored on this 15-yard run that cut the lead 31-29. That's how close this was in the fourth quarter, 31-29. However, 49ers were not able to convert on the two-point conversion. The Ravens blitzed. Kaepernick had to throw the ball away. So it's 31-29 on the next series. The Ravens drive at the length of the field, but they're not able to punch the ball in for the touchdown. They have to kick a field goal, which gives the football back to the 49ers. 49ers drive it all the way. Got 4th and goal. They drive at the length of the field, and it gets to 4th and goal with a minute and change left. Colin Kaepernick overthrows Michael Crabtree in the right corner of the end zone. Looked like a holding penalty on the play. It's what Jim Harbaugh seems to think. He was making the gesture, hold on 4th down, and no call. Sorry, Jim. Ravens get the ball back. They take an intentional safety, and that's what the final score ends up being, 34-31. Ravens win. Ray Lewis in his last game as a professional football player goes out on top. Joe Flacco was phenomenal in this game. He had 287 yards and 3 touchdowns. 2 of those touchdowns came on 3rd down. The Ravens were 9 of 16 on 3rd down, and that really was the big difference in the football game. Hats off to Niners Nation and David Fucillo and their coverage of the 49ers this year, and hats off to Bruce Raffel and the folks at Baltimore Beatdown. No one picked your team, including me. Crazy season, and now it's over, and the off season in the NFL starts right now. For SB Nation, I'm Brad Wells.